Hi there, I'm Martha Van Dam and this is Living Beyond. And I thought I was finished with the last series of videos about kindness. I think there were 6 of them. And right after those were finished, my husband and I had an experience where something bad, something difficult happened in our life, and then all this kindness poured in, and it gave me another idea for something very important I want to share about kindness. And that's that from now my perspective, from being the recipient of so much kindness, that's that there are 2 kinds of kindness. One kindness is an overt, I will do something, I will step outside of my daily routine and do something for you kindness. And the other kind of kindness is more of a just through the normal course of the events of our day kind of kindness that shows up. And what happened for us was this last Monday, so a week ago today, my husband was in a bicycle accident. And complicating this for him is the fact that he's on a very strong blood thinner and he hit his head. Thank God he had on a helmet. But he did hit his head, which made it a very serious issue. So in the course of us dealing with that, someone came in driving by in a golf cart and they stopped when they saw the accident. They put my husband in the front of their golf cart. The husband sat on the back and held his bike all the way to drive him home. A neighbor, when she realized what was happening, a neighbor found a way to call me and be calming while she let me know what had happened and that we needed, asked about what we needed to do. Her husband put my husband into his car and got him to the hospital. All of these things out of their way. You see, these were not things that when they got up that morning they planned on doing. During the course of events, one of my sons came with his wife, went to our house, fed our cats. Well, this is while we were at the hospital. Fed our cats, gathered up things that I asked, "Would you please bring the bag, the little extra clothes, some things," and they brought all of that to us, and then ran by and grabbed me a burger on the way in, knowing that I wouldn't have food at the hospital. Again, out of their way. After we got back, another son and his sweet significant other fixed us lunch. One day showed up with this beautiful lunch for us. Another one of my husband's students' families, my husband is a trombone teacher, one of his students' families shows up, he doesn't, but in our mail shows up this big box with frozen soups and cookies and breads, rolls, just this beautiful stepping out gift saying we appreciate you and we hope that you do well. And it really did help having that meal to show up at the meal or a few meals that I didn't have to cook. Those are all stepping out, and we can all do these stepping out things. We can give someone a ride. We can fix someone a meal or even just take them a snack. It doesn't have to be even a whole meal. We can step out and we can do something intentional to help someone. The other kind of kindness that we came in contact with, and I came to realize, this is how I came to realize, wait, there's 2 different types, at least maybe there's more, but those 2 that I found. The other is this in the course of your day kind of just being kind. And I saw this the most when we were at the hospital, when we were in the hospital. My husband spent a night in ICU, and so over the course of 24 hours, so we're in the trauma room and in the ICU room, and then just waiting in between as we're waiting for results of tests. We met with a lot of personnel over that 24-hour period of time. There was shift change and there were department changes. And everywhere we went, a thing that I noticed, and I maybe noticed it especially now looking back, was that all of the nurses were so kind. There's that word again, so kind. And it was just in the course of their normal being. It wasn't like they were having to step out and do something different and big. It's that's just how they communicated with me, with us, mostly, well, with both of us. And always when I would ask a question, and I had lots of questions, I would ask a question and they would look at me intently, eyeball to eyeball, and answer my question. Never once a roll of the eye or a sense that I was taking up too much time or being too picky or asking too many questions. Never at all. always a sense that they wanted to take the time I needed for me to have the answers I needed. I'm not going to lie, this experience was quite terrifying. And a thing that made it so much more tolerable was all the kindness that we were surrounded with. And I don't know how to, I don't think we can measure, at least I cannot. I don't know how to measure which is the more kind, which things mean the most, the things that are overt, reaching out to do things, or the kindnesses that were in the course of the whole 24 hours and beyond. But I don't guess that really matters, which was which. What matters is that people did stand up and people did reach out and people were kind. And they made what was a traumatic and extremely frightening and incredibly unsettling experience so much better. You and I can do that. We can do both kinds of kindnesses. We can be kind through our day. We can just reach out and smile. When someone is speaking to us, we can look at them and we can pay attention and we can let them know, I'm with you with what you're saying. I'm tracking. I'm hearing you. We can do that. We can respond to people in ways that are not impatient or that are not in a hurry. We can do that. When someone asks for something, like in the case of the hospital, we would ask for something to drink. Oh, sure. Would you like that with sugar or without sugar or diet? We can be kind with our responses like they were in the hospital. We also can look to see the people around us that have needs, that have something going on. We can be empathetic and think, what would be helpful to me? Oh, you know what? Showing up with a meal would be helpful to me, so I'll do it for them. So in your day-to-day, as you're just going along your day, no excuses. It doesn't have to be a big step out. Look around in your office, in your home, in your neighborhood. Who could you just simply be kind to today, just in the course of your daily life? And then also put it back in the back of your mind that there may be people around you who have needs, who are going through something difficult. How can I reach out and do something that's beneficial and helpful to them? You think on that today. I genuinely believe this. As you and I, as we contribute kindness into our world, then we increase the amount of goodness and kindness and love and gentleness on the planet. So it matters. It matters that we do the kind things in our daily lives and in the bigger ways. You go out and be kind today. Thanks. Bye-bye.